Let's discuss the dirty money of the dirty subprime mortgages, of the dirty predatory foreclosures, and the dirty dirt flipping of the dirt flipping dirty mortgage flippers and all those daisy chains. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest banks in the world seem to have vast amounts of money on deposit from the crookedest drug cartels and the most criminal organized crime syndicates in the history of the world. The biggest banks in the world, like J.P. Morgan and Deutsche Bank and Danske Bank and Barclays Bank and HSBC and UBS and Wells Fargo, Wachovia, Citibank, Bank of America. Let's not forget John C. McCone. Everybody remembers John C. McCone's, the CIA director's Western banks. And let's talk Zions Bank and Far West Bank and WAMU and all these other great big giant banks like, Silverado, Lincoln Savings and Loan, Superior Bank, and Allied Bank and First City Bank. Oh God, let's not forget First City Bank. And the massive amounts of organized crime, dirty money that they have to launder. Now, to Christopher Wray, Director of FBI, William Barr, the Attorney General of the United States, Donald Trump, come on down, Donald Trump, I call him Mafia Don, and let's talk about how these great big huge banks monetize and fund all their lending programs, including those rascally little pesky subprime predatory dirty dirt little crooked mortgages that have been such a huge problem here in the United States for the past 100 years. This dirt flipping, daisy chaining, subprime mortgage, dirty flipping of the dirty money and the dirty mortgages has been going on for many decades. Christopher Wray, William Barr, Maxine Waters, Patrick McHenry, Adam Schiff, and did I leave anybody out? No, I don't think so. A HUD, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, the Consumer Finance, that's not it, it's the Financial Fraud Investigation Task Force. The Financial Fraud Investigation Task Force with the police from the Federal Reserve and the police from the German intelligence offices of the Frankfurt German Policia, the French police, the Swiss police, the Dutch police. How is it precisely that all this organized crime money gets laundered? Does it get all mixed together and commingled and used for mortgage funding and the monetization of subprime mortgages? And the answer, William Barr. The answer, Christopher Wray. Come on, Donald Trump, let's chime in here. How are the biggest, dirtiest banks in the world, how is it that they can afford, where do they get the funds to engage in the dirty mortgage lending, subprime, derivative, predatory house and farm lending markets? Where do they get that money? Does it come from the dirt money, from the dirty money? And the answer is, oh hell yes, it does. Most of the biggest banks have got so much dope money on deposit that this is the way it gets laundered, through the mortgage markets. What a fantastic way to do it. You loan, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 mortgages, $150,000, $200,000 a pop. to people that are at risk for not being able to pay it back. Let's say that one more time. You lend far too much money in a predatory mortgage to people you know damn well that are going to stub their toe and stumble, default in their payments, and not be able to repay the money. And then the dirty little dirt bank, the bankster gangsters, well, they get the real estate back in a foreclosure, and then they churn it over and over and over again. They churn these pieces of real estate again and again and again in their dirty little money laundering schemes. Isn't this just fantastic? William Barr, Christopher Wray, Patrick McHenry, Adam Schiff, Maxine Waters. Amazing, isn't it? Donald Trump. And Trey Gowdy. Let's bring old Trey Gowdy into this conversation with Tom Daschle of the Nelson and Mullins gang there. The Nelson and Mullins attorneys that are representing Deutsche Bank. And we can get Baker and Donaldson that represent J.P. Morgan Chase. Let's discuss precisely how it is that the biggest, dirtiest banks in the world have enough capital on hand, funds available, to monetize all these dirty, dirty mortgages. Fascinating story, isn't it? The laundering of money through real estate mortgage, flipping and churning, using all those daisy chains. Ladies and gentlemen, look for all the links below, study and research all of my work, and what you'll discover is the biggest banks in the world with the biggest, most dirty, organized crime, deposits on hand, this vast amount of dirty money. Well, guess how they're funding and monetizing the mortgage markets. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave it right there, and as always, hasta la vista, God bless, and you betcha, we're coming back.